called Butter a while back, and I'll show a picture here. And it was sort of an accident because I started off with a dark background like this, and then I went to do a swipe, and it just was so dark that I kept swiping. And then I ended up with this really translucent, buttery layer on top of the really dark blue background. And it felt like an accident, and it still does. But I also really love the luminosity of that butteriness. So I recreated it recently on a black background. Again, sort of by accident because the swipe just wasn't working. It actually started off as one of those smash pours. I forget what you call them. But I didn't like it, so then I swiped it. And then I decided to experiment with swiping numerous times, which I've done before. I've done multiple swipes, but not to the point to where I guess I'm trying to move away from, how do I say this? My swipes were originally intended for creating cells. And now I'm sort of liking the look of the swipe once you swipe so many times that there are no cells. The colors just blend together in a way that creates a hazy, translucent effect. So that's what I want to do again today. So we'll start with a brown, because I do want some brown to show through, and we'll do some gold and some iridescent pearl on top of that. We'll see where that gets us the first time. Also, I know that this multiple swipe thing tends to make my canvas go bald, so I'm going to really bulk up the paint on the edges. Paper towel struggles. All right, here we go. So lay it down, lay down. Whoa, that was a lot of drips because of that extra paint. So maybe I don't need to do that. Okay, that was swipe number one. Now I'm going to add more of the buttery colors. I guess I'll add a little more brown too, because I don't want to lose the brown. But I'm going to go with a lot of the iridescent pearl. Ah! I hate it when it doesn't pour well. There. Okay. Barely big enough, but we're just going to go with it. Lay down. I think I went the other way to start, didn't I? Pop some air bubbles. I guess I wish this had a little more of the gold. Whoop, that was a mistake. Never mind, stay. I like the way this looks, so I'm just going to stop. And next time I will use more gold and less pearl. I said I was going to stop, but it feels a little like this side's too high. But maybe that's okay. I need to swipe it again. I can't. I can tell that there's too much paint in the center and it's just gonna sag and get all wonky. So I'm gonna swipe one more time. Oh, and I'm gonna add some gold before I do that. Which isn't gonna help the fact that there's too much paint in the center, but don't wanna miss the opportunity to add more of the color I wanna see. All right. Kiss it. I've started sort of letting the thing just kiss the surface. Sometimes if I want that darker background as a line, and I really like that. Yes, yes, yes. That's more like it. Now, if it doesn't sag, we'll be good. So, this is an example of what happens if you don't tilt it when there's a giant puddle. It sort of sank in the middle and created a weird distortion. I feel like it's a grumpy mouth saying, "Mwah, mwah, mwah." So yeah, I don't know. It's not unattractive, but it's certainly not what I was going for. I still like the colors. Wonder if I orient it a different way. Bless you. I don't know. It is what it is. It is a mistake. But I don't know that I will paint over this one. Maybe someone will find it attractive, although this was not purposeful. Actually, upon further inspection, I sort of like it oriented this way. That feels more purposeful. I like it, actually. I like it a lot like this. And my son sees a face right there. So yeah, oriented like this, I actually like it a lot. So yay, I think we'll keep it. Sort of looks like a clam shell coming out right there.
Happy Friday! It's not really Friday for me, but it will be by the time you see this, so happy Friday! I wanted to give a quick shout out to some of my regular generous patrons, but also some new patrons. First of all, Kathleen Osmore, Luke Oakley, Josie, you guys are amazing. It was really awesome to hang out with you at my open studio tour thing that happened a couple weeks ago. I really appreciate your support. Josie, you are ongoing, like just the most generous person in the world. Love you, and it's so awesome to know that you're so close and that maybe we'll run into each other again. Kathleen, oh my gosh, I can't believe you came all this way. It was so lovely hanging out with you. Thank you for buying a painting and shouting out to me on your social media, because you're also a super talented artist, and I really am honored that you like my work and that you appreciate it enough to come all this way, take me out to dinner and stuff. Like that was nice. Luke Oakley, you drove all this way to hang out, and I really appreciate that, and you purchased, and that sweet necklace, this this sweet necklace that you gave me. I love it. I've been wearing it all the time. You guys rock. I just really appreciate the support so much. But we have some new patrons that are on board now, and I just wanted to say hello and thank you all for your support. Agnes Ashford and also Marcia Sutter. You guys are absolutely amazing, so generous. I couldn't do this without you and your support. Just every little bit per month adds up and helps to make it a little more worthwhile for me to continue the time that it takes to video and edit and upload and all the other little supplemental things it takes to run a YouTube channel and all the social media and all that. So I can't express how much it means to me, y'all's support. And there's a few others that I really appreciate, and you'll see their names in the credits. Patrons, love you. Check out my Patreon if you haven't. It's linked in the description, and any support is very welcome. You guys rock. Thank you.